Hey guys, we're back with the letter, and this may very well be the finale of the game. I'm not for sure, but it might be. What's with this title screen, by the way? Why is it like a chapel? There's never, well, actually, in chapter 1, you can go to one. Maybe. So, this might be the finale. We're at Luke's round. We're at this scene. You know this scene? We've seen this third time now. Though we don't have like Marianne's weird pose that she does because she's dead. Ashley's not here because he's dead. Hannah's right there because, you know, she's dead. Where are we? Skip us ahead. We're right here. Hannah's body shudders and shakes, as if she's about to have a seizure. All of her visage ripples and changes. Golden yellow hair is slowly stained with inky black, and her face melts into that of the woman, the maid from before, with a menacing expression on her face. Along with it is the shifting of the very ground we stand on. It's a slow thing, a whisper more than a bang, as the darkness creeps into every corner of the room. Hold on, I need to move OBS. There. The walls shudder and groan. Blood runs through the ceiling, crawls down the walls, and stains the floor. It feels as if life itself is being sucked from the house, slowly but surely. The beauty of this place is gone, with only the dead, decaying remains of the mansion left in its wake. I don't have to wonder if it's just the foyer that's become this nightmarish place. I can already hear it. Gone are the growling of thunder and the lashing of rains and the wind against the foyer's high windows. All of it has been replaced by a more grating sound. A cacophony of voices from nowhere and everywhere echoing throughout the now horrid walls. Voices that neither belong to us nor the people who live here.
What's going on?
So I'm gonna have to reread through this whole thing. All through the house, shouts of alarm and surprise ring out, a mirror to the horror creeping up on each of us. Who wouldn't be shocked? This is insane. Even Daisy, feisty woman that she is, trembles at the sight of it, clinging desperately to Lily and Steel, standing protectively in front of the two. I suppose it'll only make sense for the man to take on that role when their friend is gone. Although Luke is just pretending, like, oh man, I wish I was holding a glass of wine right now, that'd be so sick. Something to hold on to, where there seems to be no end in sight to this insanity. If anything, it suddenly feels like it's just the beginning of the end.
Help me! Oh my god! Please, somebody! Anybody! Who are you? Stay away! No. Stay away! Stay away!
Is that Johans?
No. Stay away!
Is that Johans with like a heavy thing over his voice?
Stay away! No. Stay away! Stay away!
Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
I don't think it was Johans.
I'm sorry.
Wait, that was Ashton!
I'm sorry.
Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
I'm sorry.
That's Ashton! Was that?
Mother of God, pray for us
That's
sinners.
not Marianne's voice actress, but that's like something you should say. She's always like, you know, Hail Mary and all that. She laughs all the while, a harsh agonizing sound that goes on for what feels like forever. Until there's nothing but silence, her horrid smile and pale hands reaching out to me. Calling, beckoning, pleading. I'm terrified, I really am, like I should be, but I've never been one to truly stay afraid. Long learned that fear will not get me anywhere. Cowering in a corner doesn't keep me safe, and will not keep me alive. Not like rage does. Learn to use this burning hate inside me to survive. Oh shoot, that's better now than later. I have to be right back. I'll just cut the video. Sorry about that, guys, I'm back. Not like rage does. I think I said that, right? There's no difference now.
Stay away from me!
I've heard that line before.
Why do you wish to leave? This is where you belong, my lord. Remember the blood you shed. The very same one that now taints this house, along with many others.
I did not do this, you lie! I did nothing!
I didn't kill her.
What of her then? Your
Was it me?
wife, your sunshine.
Was it me?
Doesn't her blood already stain these halls? Stain your hands?
Nope.
Then, Hannah's really? You're the one who... You killed her.
You can't prove it.
Your own wife!
She's lying!
The word sounds so familiar. Just a few days ago, I spotted the same ones at that vile woman who ruined everything. If it weren't for that... Munter? What's that mean? Lightly. German painter. He's a German. Urban Dictionary. A woman of such hideous physical appearance that one would rather scour one's eyes out than snatch a glimpse of her. So deformed and devoid of any attractive attributes that to beat her to death with her own shoes would be an act of mercy and deemed of a sainthood. You are what you eat, and Munters have eaten all the ugly people they could find. Okay. It's an ugly woman, British slang. Should have read the top definition. That harlot was no use. A seed has already been planted in their heads. I mean, it's because it's true. Defending myself, especially against the likes of him, is pointless. Bloody heck, even Daisy's now looking at me with the same revolting stares people have given me once they knew of my dirt.
So it's true then? With Hannah? Hannah, Luke?
I don't know what she's talking about. Are you that gullible, Daisy? Do you really believe the words of a murderer?
She says as says the murderer.
She killed your friend over there.
Now you deny it. Pointing fingers, aren't we? You see, my love. No difference.
Look, I'm not the one with the harpoon gun. That's all I'm saying.
No difference, you and I. Just like the rest of us.
I hate that trope. Can you stop that, please?
Just like every single soul in this putrid wreck. We've waited for so long.
I hate it, like when the main character gets to the final boss and the final boss is like, oh, we're not so different, you know? You and I.
You can hear them, yes. Their pleas, their calls, their invitation. Come, my lord. The house seeks its master.
The monster reaches out again, her hand a gory, abhorrent sight, loud with a smile spread across her face. My body's already moving on instinct, stumbling back, one step at a time in a desperate bid to be away from her. Anything to put distance between me and this vile creature. No matter what she says, I'm nothing like her. I need to get out of this house. Out of this country, preferably. There's nothing for me here. Nothing, not anymore. Nothing to keep me tied to this place. With Hannah gone, Shokin likely taken by this woman as well. Nothing's left to bind me to this wretched city. I miss Shokin. I can leave. My footsteps on something, sending me sliding on my back and flat on the floor. Beside me a paper. Familiar one flutters down. It's this thing again! From the open house. It feels like less like a gimmick, more like a threat. Well, with recent events. This was falling from the detective in the commotion earlier. And with its owner having died a gruesome death, now it simply bears its equally grisly message for everyone in the room to see. Help me. Help me. Help me! Is this it? What they've been telling us? Was that why everything in my life has gone to stoof? Because of some stupid old letter? An invitation indeed. One I'm not willing to accept. Not anytime. From the top of the stairs, the creature moves again, drawing my attention back to her. Her gait remains slow and awkward as she walks forward, the smile never leaving her. But I don't. I won't give her the chance. Not dying here! Adrenaline kicks in, and despite panic gasps and worried glances from Daisy's friends, pay them no mind as they reach for the main door, and it's locked. Without warning, the door slams open, revealing not the mansion guards like I'm expecting. Before my mind can even comprehend what's happening, black tendrils have already coiled tightly around my limbs, dragging every person in the foyer into the room. None of us even get to scream, as darkness completely envelops us upon the doors closing.
Understand where your place is now, my love. You belong here. Is it so difficult to grasp? We've been waiting.
There's a moment of panic when the feeling of the tendrils around my limbs finally dissipates. So is this really like, okay, this is just the true ending path. That's the not true ending path. So does that mean we get a choice here? Or is that... No, there's no way that's the Rebecca Isabella route, right? There's a choice here, definitely. Whatever that optional thing is, though. Huh. The feeling of the tendrils around my limbs finally dissipates. As soon as my eyes adjust to the darkness of the room and I'm on my feet, reaching for my knife and holding it out, watching, waiting for every moment. Using it as a way to put distance between me and these peasants. Who knows what they'll do to me, now that they know what I've done. There's only 4 of us in this room. 3 of them, friends of that, and only me. I cannot trust these people not to turn on me. I cannot trust anyone. Not anymore. Not after this. Despite the fleeting looks Lily shoots my way while they all huddle in the corner behind steel, to remind myself that even people like her are capable of doing the unpleasant. She's only human after all. It's never an excuse. Why, even Hannah has her cunning, manipulative moments. Though she does it much more subtly than I. Don't you mean she did it much more subtly? Because... Why else would Lily show this letter to us that day, if not to save herself? I guess that backfired on her now that she and her own friends are also stuck here. Still, I have every right to be livid. Everything that I built has fallen apart. My wife, my children, All because these people came into our lives.
You three, all of you, this is all your fault. If I'm dying to this bloody curse, I'm taking you all down with me.
Hey now, Mr. Wright. I know the situation ain't good, but we have to calm down.
We really need like a hand to hit him again. Like not just the slap, it's the full-on hit. Like usually when that trope happens, it's just, you know, a slap to the face. But no, she just decked him.
We're all in the same boat here.
You shut your mouth! If it weren't for you, for this letter, for all of you, none of this would have happened. Hana would still be.
Suddenly, Daisy steps up and slaps the knife away from my hand. Oh.
Don't you dare, Luke. Don't you dare put that blame on us.
Without batting an eye, glaring at me as if she might just rip my head off in this instant. Said knife slides uselessly under the table, out of my reach. Should have expected she's not the kind to submit, even under threat. For all the black man's height, right now, all of us appear smaller, facing her anger.
Last I checked, we're not the one whose hands have been stained with his wife's own blood.
Prove it. Can't.
And what about your friend over there? Are you saying she is responsible for this mess? For the lives this sorting letter took? Dragging other people into her own problems just so she could save her little sorry self? You think I haven't seen that before? Getting real tired of your double standards, Daisy!
You know this curse is an entirely different issue from what you've done, Luke. Because, knowing you, I don't doubt that even without that blasted letter, you would have eventually— Rebecca, stop! All of you stop this!
To hear Lily speak out loud, can't say I'm not surprised. She was always giving me the impression of someone so meek from the moment I met her, either from an inexperience or a station in life. She had never struck me as someone fitting to be a real estate agent. If anything, that meltdown she had during the open house had only proven my assumptions. That's showing Rose the letter, then? I thought that's required for the true end. Or maybe if you just get Hannah's points low enough, that's just, you know, showing the letter helps that out. Because it gives a -1 to Hannah and Luke. I guess, anyway. Oh, no. Branching tree! Okay. Until now. Quietly, she puts herself between me and Daisy, cutting whatever scathing words we've yet to hurl at the other. The way she glares at me reminds me a little of the way my own mom would look at me, particularly when I've done something wrong. It's not a stare she's unused to showing. She's done this before, probably to a younger sibling. Huh. If she only sees us now as a pair of squabbling kids and not two mature adults, well, it's only to be expected. No doubt that's how she sees us. For a long moment, there's only silence in the room. Steele, the big oaf, doesn't even dare break in, merely watching the three of us behind two women he towers over significantly. Too soft. Not that it matters when Lily starts speaking again, after some of the anger and tension is lifted from the room.
Stop this, please! With or without that damn piece of paper,
A deep breath. An exhale. Then she closes her eyes, a crease forming between her eyebrows while she grips her hand tightly in front of her.
we still would have ended up in this mess.
The atmosphere that descends into the room right after that, admission is anything but pleasant. Can I call it that? An admission? It seems like it from the way her eyes nervously flick from her crimson eye. She appears to know more than she lets on. How she makes herself appear smaller after dropping that bomb on us doesn't sit quite well with me. Patience is something I don't have the luxury of having right now, and bestowing upon other people. What else does this girl know? What else is she not telling us? Because from the looks of this, even our friends have no idea what she's talking about. Unwilling to wait, I grab her arm before she retreats without explanation, waving the letter still in my hand in front of her.
Ow! Sir, you're hurting me!
Luke, will you stop taking it out on every single person?
Your friend is hiding something, Daisy.
She struggles for a moment, but my hold eventually forces her to look up at me. Fear and uncertainty spread across her features, especially when her eyes land on the danged paper in front of my bench. Especially as I want to be considerate right now, I want answers.
What do you mean, Lily?
I'm not sure about it.
Don't give me that, you know something!
Ow! Please, sir! I know the paper's useless, okay? Those people they mentioned in the news lately, all those who died, my co-workers, the open house clients, none of them had seen it. Even Rose. And yet they're all dead. I should know, sir. That letter has been with me since I picked it up. And I swear I didn't make copies of this thing. Even if I wanted to save myself, I wouldn't do that to my friends. Or anyone.
And yet we're all here! Are you taking me for a fool, Lily?
We would have ended up here either way. Maybe? I really don't know. Sir, please. All I know is that paper isn't the reason why all of this is happening. There's something else.
So why do they call it the letter when the letter isn't even relevant?
This place.
Steele's been quiet this entire time. At the sound of him talking, however, whispered it is, Joe manages to catch us all off guard. We all pause, turning to him with likely the same questions in our eyes.
What?
I mean, I just remembered something a friend told me. You know,
Professor Spook?
Ghosts, or curses. You probably don't want to hear it.
No, it might be
There's a
something.
helicopter overhead.
What about this place, Zach? Maybe it's
What
also
was
the
that?
reason why
His practice.
Ash went here.
There's still a moment of hesitation in him, but the mention of their dead friend appears enough reason to spur him into speaking.
Remember what I told you the last time you and Ash visited? A few days ago?
A pause while he allows Lily to remember. Soon enough, however, it dawns on her, and her face lights up with something like hope. Of all things, in this nightmare, hope? Her head snaps up, and she reaches for Steele's arm to give it a squeeze. A reassurance? Or confirmation? The meaning is lost even to Daisy, who glances at them, baffled.
Belle, what are you... Becca, it's this place. Think about it.
Then they proceed to tell some ridiculous narrative about the supernatural. Stories about ghosts, legends, curses born out of great anger and pain, whatever else used to scare children. Not that I believe any of it, as if no one will help. Bunch of loons, these people, officially off their rockers. To think they'll be stuck in this nightmare with people like them, what did I ever do to the world? Of course, it's all absurd until...
I think it's just like what the professor guy said. Just like that old story. This mansion and some other thing might be keeping her here. You know, something he wanted in life, but never got to have. Something like that.
Or maybe it's not something, Zachary.
But someone. Everyone looks at Luke. Someone. I like how Rebecca looked at the screen. The who doesn't have to be uttered out loud. There's only one person in this room who that woman calls after. Every single one of them has heard it. Bloody heck, it's in the reluctant shift in Daisy's eyes when they flicker over to me, though only briefly. Oh, hey, wretched that! She's also holding information on her own, or perhaps a realization she just had. Doesn't matter. I know when people have slowly started to turn on me. How do they think I lasted in this cutthroat world? Betray them before they do the same thing to you. Put a knife in their back before they can act. Kill or be killed. Survival, in a nutshell. Why do they think I put Hannah out of the picture, before she can cry for help and ruin everything? What now? Are they gonna throw me at that creature? See what happens to save themselves? No fool.
No. You're all in on this, aren't you? Of
Just a
course.
prank!
Of
Gotcha!
fucking course!
Luke, that isn't what I...
My hands are already on the door, pushing it open before she finishes. Betrayal or not, this isn't anything new. They may not be thinking it right now, but eventually, trapped in this nightmare, the first thing to do is put a distance between us, before a plan ever hatches in their minds. There's 3 of them, only 1 of me. I have to get out of here, find an exit to this place, or to get rid of each of them. But karma, the dang thing, seems to be at work here. Because when the door swings open and I barrel into the next room, there's only a reminder. The blood I've shed. Of her. Of them.
You don't have to do this. You can still have it all, Luke. Just please, don't you love me?
This didn't happen? You can't, this isn't evidence? You cannot use the Shadow Realm as evidence? It's not only her sobs that I hear, but his. Hers. Theirs. I'll never know now, will I? What kind of life I would have lived with? That I'll ever be a father better than my own. Why can't the twins be the same gender? I mean, aren't twins more likely to be the same gender? Because, like, there's 2 types of twins, like, I forget the names. The ones who DNA is, like, identical, and the ones whose DNA, like, isn't identical. So, I mean, if their DNA is identical, they're both going to be the same gender. If it's not, 50-50 chance, like, they're the same gender. Or is it? It's 50-50. So it's a 25% chance that they're different genders. Look, how would you... Assuming that twins are just as likely to be, like, one type as they are the other. But I'm supposed to have my answer now. I killed them, after all. It's their blood that stays by hand in this room.
We would have been so beautiful.
By my own doing, I've ended all of it, even before anything has begun. And now their blood drips from every wall, pulling at every inch of the floor, leaving a sorry mess at the hem of my pants with every step I take into the room. Like the cold, suffocating embrace of my sins, the dread from the sight creeps up on my limbs. Slow and unhurried. Twisting and turning. Up and up it goes, until nothing but a sharp, guttural cry escapes from my mouth, and a realization. It hits me like a gut punch, setting my knees buckling and the rest of me sprawling. Behind me, Daisy shouts, a worried cry, running into the room and placing a comforting hand on my shoulder. Following after her, Lily and Steele, lingering by the doorway to that room. Hannah's little nursery, or at least it's supposed to be one, till things in this place have gone haywire. Can't even bring myself to look at it.
Are you alright? You vampot. Don't just
What?
run off like
You
that.
what?
We don't know what's going on in this house.
I'm a what? But the sharp timbre, always present undertones, pales in comparison to every voice ringing in my ears, along with Hannah's and the distinct cry baby somewhere. How many people have died here, I wonder? How many of them are still trapped in here? Because it isn't just that creature's murmurs and pleas that I hear. Just isn't my wife or the life that she carried in her. Hundreds, thousands of them. Not that it matters now, when I know I've also doomed Hannah and my own children to this nightmare. Somehow, out of everything, it's the thought of them trapped in here that sets me on the edge. It sends my stomach churning and bile rising up my throat. Then slowly a laughter. I also left back then, didn't I? The moment my eyes have seen what has to be of that room. Days later, Stroke and asked if I'm happy. That guy. Suppose I have a clear answer now. There's no happiness in this. Despite the chuckles and the giggles spelling forward, there's only a hollow void.
I don't deserve them, Daisy! Any of them!
And there's only one way to fix this. This isn't how it's supposed to end. Go. Leave. So when go leave, is that telling me to go or telling them to go? I'm pretty sure this one's the bad end. I remember I saw this choice before. Right, I remember this now, and I don't remember which one it is. But I'm pretty sure this is the bad end. One way to correct a mistake. Is it even one? I want to do the bad ending this episode and do the good ending next episode, so I can stretch it out to 80 episodes exactly. Isn't this what I want for myself? To have everything? Money, power, heck, even woman. Don't I have that freedom now and so much more? I married her for this. There's always been the plan that had things not been derailed, get rid of the dad, marry the starry-eyed Harris, acquire the company, and make her disappear. Make it appear like a terrible accident. Clean, efficient. Yet somehow it feels wrong to use that word. I loved her, didn't I? This is a sin, more like. Perhaps one that deserves an equal punishment of death. A life for a life sort of deal. Payment for the countless other lives I've also owned and ended to get where I am. There used to be a satisfaction in this, getting what I want. Now I only feel remorse.
This is going to get me, no matter what I do, isn't it?
Luke, we can't stay here. We have to find a way out. We have to...
Go.
What? What are you talking
Oh,
about?
it's telling them to go leave? Okay. This isn't how it's supposed to end. This isn't how things are supposed to end. Not like this. Not for me. Not after everything I've built for myself. What kind of bull stuff is this in the first place? That I'm doomed to die? Me, the great Luke Wright? Just surviving a stuff full of his childhood, and to die being a self-sacrificing idiot? Like heck! There might not be happiness in this, but what has that stopped me before? What has killing someone did? What is dirtying my hands with the blood of the people getting my way did? Okay, this sounds more like a bad ending. Money, power, I want it all, and if it warrants a life, then so be it. In the end, Hannah and her unborn are nothing but another addiction to the list of people I've sacrificed to get what I want. This? Them?
You don't need them.
That's right, they are nothing. I only need myself to survive. Kill or be killed. This is the kind of world we live in. Ruthless, cruel, unforgiving. It's what Damien Wright has taught me. It's what life has taught me. It's about time people like them learn. It's just a pity they have to go through it the hard way. They had the chance earlier. They've given it up. It's only right that I take what they've abandoned for myself. Too soft. They're too soft. Even Daisy for all the feisty attitude she brings with her. She merely gives me a baffled look when I push myself up from the floor, staring at me with only a slew of questions in her eyes as I slowly back away from the room. It doesn't even occur to them. Poor little things. Idiots.
Luke, what are you...
Not until I'm already at the door and pushing it open. Only then just the dread and fear set in their faces, especially as I know too well. All for the people who have met the business end of my knife or gun, or both. Hannah had something similar on her face when she croaked. Funny how in death we're all the same.
I'd really love to stay and chat with all of you.
But you know, I gotta go.
Not with two lovely ladies here, but I'm afraid I have business to attend to. A shame, isn't it?
You bloody bastard!
Becca, he's going to... Her warning comes a little too late. The sound of the door slamming and locking behind me cuts her off. What? Doors can lock in the ghost realm? Shadow realm? Whatever. They're both the same thing. Not that I care. From inside. Or we could call it like the demon realm if we want. Or we could just call it hell, but that's a bit cliche. From inside, I can already hear their panic, but I don't stay. The mansion has calmed down. In fact, it seems to have done so for me. I'll get praise for a job well done. But maybe I do deserve it. Not many is the guts to deny 3 people of their lives in one go. The terror in their voices filtering through the door, it's all too entertaining to hear. When was the last time I've done such a thing? Certainly not after my marriage with Hannah. But why should I waste time listening here? Like I've told them, I have things to do. I'm a busy man. Quickly, I make a break for it, before one of them decides to bring the doors down. And sure enough, right when I reach the bottom of the stairs, the main door is almost at arm's reach. Crash echoes from upstairs. Followed by hurried footsteps and curses, vivid colorful ones, spilling one after another from their mouths. Their mothers would have been proud. Okay, he's gone! Where?
That fucking ballbag!
What?
Dare he? If I get my hands on him!
Guys, he's already downstairs!
So what, do they all have to like leave at the same time? Like, that was never established as their rule? If only their feet are as fast as their mouths, I might have given them bonus points for trying. But alas, we may all end up at the same place after death, but getting there will never be the same for all of us. For me? This heck hole is definitely not where I was snuffing it. Oh, dang, make sure of it. Even if it means sacrificing a few useless nitwits. Oh, that works. Good achievement. The fist pound hard against the door when they finally reach it. Pushing, pulling, trying to budge the bloody thing open with all their might. Yelling at the top of their lungs, begging even, in a futile attempt to get me to open it. It's useless, however. For them, these doors won't open once locked without a key. And why should I let them? Not an idiot. A betrayal of this kind? Well, what did I tell about people stabbing you in the back once you turn around and you give them an opening? Only you matter, my lord. My love. Oh, hey, ghost. You have no need for them. We have no need for them. I say never give them the chance. Let them rot. From the other side of the door, their pleas continue. Until a laughter rings from the other side. Vile, menacing. And I can only feel relief that I'm not in there with them, left at the mercy of that woman. Soon the ground trembles and the air shifts with their screams, while a thick, acrid smell filters from the room beyond. And all at once, I think they died. A silence. Deafening. Still. The same hush that comes after a terrible storm has swept the countryside. And with it, is the sight of the sun rising above the horizon. Oh, wait, not an epilogue? Let's read this, though. Yes, this will probably won't get the chance to read it if we keep going. Trapped in the mansion with people we barely knew, Luke realized that Rebecca Yales, Isabella Santos, and Zachary Steele might turn on him. Believing it to be the only way, he quickly made a decision in order to save himself. Ever so slowly, the sky begins to lighten before my eyes. Darkness giving way to the warm morning hues. Soft rays spilling over the vast expanse of Luxborn's countryside. What should have happened? If you made that choice, it should have dropped everyone's relationship to 0. Nearby, the trees sway and rustle with the breeze. Passing draft cold enough to make me shiver. The remains of a storm that has passed. In the distance, I can hear the soft chirping of birds, while the rest of the world stirs, wakes. Dawn, at last. I'm free.
You see, my love, no difference. No difference, you and I.
Oh no! I fell for it! Epilogue. I assume we only get Luke's then. Curious local finds the body was within the mansion months later. Whispers quickly spread across Luxborn City upon its discovery. Officers who investigated have deemed the mystery of the Ermengarde mansion deaths as another tragedy brought upon the city by the Anselm Butcher. But for those who still believe in the stories of the old and those who know the truth, it's but a testament to the nobody suspected, just Luke, right? The guy that owned the mansion? No? There will come a time when those will finally be revealed, only the hollowed halls of the mansion know. To this day, it stands silent. However, on nights when the wind howls and thunder booms across the sky, some still claim hearing of voices within. Of cries and wails that fill nights and desperate calls of help for anyone who dares listen. As for the one who lives, Luke Red immediately left the city before news is even broken out. By the time anyone has got wind of what happened in the mansion, he's already long gone. All of his bank accounts have been emptied, including all of his Luxburn apartments, leaving not a single trace or clue where he might be hiding. The last anyone has seen of him was on a flight bound for Barcelona, Spain. I hope I said that right. No one has heard from him since. Even his people from Rain Enterprise have been left reeling for months with the absence of their CEO. Publicly named as the Ansem Butcher by Luxburn authorities, the once affluent businessman has become one of the country's most wanted. Oh. However, up until now, he's yet to be found. As for the answers he has taken with his departure. ... Okay. I just kept clicking and nothing stopped. Okay, so there's the credits. Well, I'll watch those another time during the true ending. Hello? Are we gonna get the, Nope. Wait. How does that scene work? I was under the impression that, you got this scene where she snaps Kylie's neck and every out but the true ending, because that makes sense. It's like, you know, you gotta get the true ending, because or else she dies. But it didn't happen during the Everybody Lives ending, and it didn't happen during the, this ending. Which is interesting. And more CGs now. Still missing a few. Wonder what these ones are. I mean, Luke's route is huge branching tree-wise. Although we do have 75% of the CGs now. I mean, of the... Yeah, CGs. Huh. Anyways, guys, next one will be the finale. What was that? Individual bad? Yeah, variant one. Or variant. Probably variant. We had two, I think. So this was just the same drawing because they got lazy. So I'll see you guys next time with the finale for the letter. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.